Hello, and welcome to our live kickoff for Campfire Crafts.
Oh, I
Yay.
can't see the chat. There we
Okay,
go.
so we're going to make holiday cards today. I'm going to do Sublimation holiday cards. Cori's going to do Cricut holiday cards. But this kicks off a holiday event. If you have not heard of it, it's called Campfire Crafts Holiday Edition. And we're kicking it off with this live. Everyone can watch this live, join in, party with us. But the other 12 days of holiday crafts are a paid ticket, and you get those 12 videos plus over 300 files and some cool bonuses. So we do hope that you will check that out as well.
Yeah, so we are, I don't know, I'm so excited to be here today. We're getting back to our roots. We are crafting with the kind of original machines we started crafting with, which is a Cricut machine, and Angie has her sublimation printer. I think sometimes we get really into the crafting for profit part of things. And we wanted to kind of get back and just like mesh with you guys who just do crafting for fun. And those of you who craft for profit as well, who also just want to do something fun. So we are here. I have my Cricut, Angie has her sublimation printer. And I think it's just going to be, yeah, we're just going to chat. We can answer questions about Cricut stuff, sublimation stuff, the holiday Campfire Crafts stuff. I'm getting over being sick, so I apologize about the sound of my voice because I'm realizing it sounds kind of funny. But yeah, tell us where you're tuning in from. We are going to do a giveaway. So if by the, like toward the end of this video, which I'm guessing will probably be 45 minutes, hour long. We always talk for an hour. We will go ahead and give away a seat to Campfire Crafts. So if you want to win, go ahead and leave a comment. Every comment is an entry. If you've already paid for it, we'll give you a refund. If you haven't paid for it, we'll give you a ticket.
And those 12 crafts, it's 12 holiday crafts, and it's this same style. So it's me and Cori just chatting and crafting, and one of us does the Cricut version and one of us does the sublimation version. So you literally get 12 Cricut crafts and 12 sublimation crafts within Campfire Crafts. So we thought that was a fun way to do it. And we'll have another live on November 14th, wrapping it all up. So even if you can't join us for the paid version, be sure to join us for that last live, and we'll chat and craft along again.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like getting back to our roots feels good this time of year, where it's like, you know what? I just want to make stuff. Like that's the name of my blog. I just want to make stuff. So I'm excited about today. I have not crafted with my Cricut to make cards in a very long time. So it's going to be fun.
All right. Do you want me to start or you want to start?
I don't know. I feel like
let's just eat. They're both about
the same. Why don't you go ahead and start?
Okay. I'm going to make myself bigger here. Okay. So to make the sublimation cards, I have a couple of examples here. I'm going to show you kind of both ways. You will need glitter cardstock is the first thing. Now, I was experimenting before going live, and I linked to the glitter cardstock that I am using in the description below this video because I was experimenting before going live with a different brand, and it turned out horrible. If you can see how yellow and discolored that is. So use this brand here that I linked to below to get the good results. And because I wanted this to be just a sublimation project, I am not using a Cricut machine to make these cards today. I am going to use a paper cutter, a bone folder. You might need some scissors, might need a ruler, something to measure with. And then for the sublimation part, heat resistant mat. I have my small little Maker Flow heat press over here heating up, protective paper, heat resistant tape, and you might need some heat resistant gloves. I probably won't use them. And yes, this one over here with this other brand of cardstock is an antique look. And like the glitter ripped off with the tape, like, no, only use the brand of cardstock that I linked to below. It's just so bad. It was so bad.
Test their own cardstock, but I feel like it's good to know what works. And then somebody asked if this is a part of the paid part. No, this is like bonus.
Yeah, this is just bonus.
Like 14 days of Christmas, but who says the 14 days of Christmas? 2 of them are going to be like free here on YouTube, and then the other 12 are paid.
We still had to say 12 days of Christmas, so you get 12 videos in the paid part and a bonus kickoff live and a bonus wrap up live. So it's actually 14.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was going to say again about the glitter cardstock. I would only use the brand that I'm linking to below, but if you wanted to try another brand, it does have to be like the rough feeling glitter cardstock. So it has to be something that you can feel the glitter on, because we're actually sublimating to the glitter, right? So I'm going to start cutting these. Do you want to like talk about your supplies and I'll cut my cards here?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Got people tuning in from everywhere. It's good to see. All right, so I have a bunch of supplies here. When I was originally getting ready to do this video, I was going to use one of my designs with the Cricut card cutout and everything. And then my life fell apart last week and things went crazy and everything is fine now. But what I plan to do is not happening. So we are going to make a Cricut video, or we're going to make a Cricut card using cardstock and iron on vinyl, because you can use iron on vinyl on cardstock. So it's going to be fun. And so, yeah, so here's what you're going to need. You're going to need your Cricut. For this one, I'm using my Cricut Maker 4, but you can use any Cricut that you have. If you have the little Cricut Joy, you can use it. You are going to need that fine point blade in there, and then you're going to need a scoring tool. So depending on the machine you have, you can use the scoring stylus or you can use the scoring wheel. Since I'm using my Cricut Maker 4, I'm going to use the scoring wheel, but you can also use the stylus. You can also just use a bone folder if you want, because we are literally only folding one thing, and that is to fold this card in half. So it's not like you really need the scoring tool. So we got those. You are going to need a couple of pieces of iron on vinyl, or HTV. So I'm just using these 3. I'm doing kind of a winter design, so I just went and pulled these out of my scrap bin. You need your base cardstock color. I'm just going with white because it honestly was easiest to get to, and I think it's going to work really well. It's like a winter card. I think it's going to be good. You're going to need a weeding hook to remove that extra material that you don't want to use. I like having some kind of pressing cloth when doing these kinds of projects, because we have 3 layers here. And you may want to use this to be able to like press down your HTV into the cardstock a little bit. So it's just a piece of cotton. And then I also have, we're doing this with my Cricut Easy Press Mini, because again, we are doing as simply as possible. And I have a mat. So for this one, this is the Artistry mat. I really love this mat. We are not going to talk about how much glitter it still has on it from one of the days that we did that where we used glitter, but there's still so much glitter embedded in this thing. And yes, Angie's shaking what she made there because it's very, very glittery. But I like this mat because it is more firm than a Cricut pressing mat. So it works a little bit better for cardstock, but you can use a Cricut pressing mat as well. I think that's it. I went really fast, guys. My goodness gracious. All right, Angie, bring yourself back.
All right. So I just used my paper cutter, and I'm going to make this 2 different ways. I'm going to make the whole card out of the glitter cardstock. But if you had like pre-made cards, you could just do the front with the glitter cardstock. So I took I already have this envelope, so I'm going to make the card fit the envelope. So I took that and I made this one 6.25 inches wide. And then I want it to be 4.5 inches this way. So I needed to double it. So it's 9 inches this way. And that's because we are going to fold it. And I'm just going to use the bone folder and fold it over. And I literally just made a very simple glitter card.
I feel like if you're a doctor who does anything with paper, like a bone folder is a must. It's like this random little thing. It's like,
it is so good. And you're like, but I can just fold that with my fingernail. This is so much better.
So much better. Mine is
I don't know why.
But it is like literally one of my favorite tools, and I use it all the time.
I do not know why. And then if you have pre-made cards, you can just measure the pre-made card and just go in a little bit from the side. So I just cut another piece of glitter cardstock that is approximately will fit inside of another one here. Hopefully I have another blue one. I do. So I'm just going to fit that one inside of here. Either way you want to make them, that's fine. And then the other thing I wanted to say, and I didn't do that with these, but I think I might with this next one, you can cut another piece for the inside and do like a saying, like Happy Holidays from the Holdens or something like that, and sublimate that as well. So I'll probably cut another little piece for the inside and sublimate that as well.
Yeah, and if you want to handwrite your cards, you could also just put a blank, white piece of cardstock in there. Unless you have like a metallic pen or something that you can write on the dark. I think sometimes it's easier just to put in like a little insert in there that's easier to write on.
And what I was going to say about this one I made completely out of glitter, this cardstock is only glittery on one side. So I can only sublimate on this outside. If I want to add sublimation on this inside portion, this is just plain cardstock at this point. I would need to cut another piece of the glitter and put it inside to sublimate, you know, the inside of it as well. So I just wanted to note that just in case you wanted to do the inside as well. All right. Okay. So who's going to try to do a screen share first? That's the question.
I feel like your screen share has a higher likelihood of it working than mine. So let's go ahead and do yours.
So I linked to the cardstock I'm using below. Let me just not give a weight because it doesn't say on the outside of the package. It's the best one I've found for sublimating. So I'm just gonna say it's linked to in the description below. And if you did miss it, if you missed the beginning, we are giving away a pass to our Campfire Crafts Holiday Edition, and every comment counts as an entry. So feel free to comment away and ask any questions that you have.
Awesome.
All right. Now I am going to try, let's see, to share my screen. Let's share.
Somebody said a bone folder is like a brayer. You didn't know you needed it until you needed it. This is mine.
You are right.
I'll show you guys my bone folder when we get back on here in just a minute, because it's like really different than any other one I've seen, and I've not been able to find one like it. But if I do, I'll like make sure I link to it.
All right, my screen share is going to be super simple. All I did was upload this file, and this file is included in our over 300 files with Campfire Crafts. And then I just dropped it over here onto the paper. Now, within Canva, if you did not know, like this file, I can change the look of it within Canva with these little colors up here. So I just kind of messed around with the colors and got something that looks like this. I just wanted to change it up a little bit. So if you are using Canva, you can definitely change it up. And then I sized these to fit on the front of the card that I cut with the paper cutter. And then all I'm going to do is to download this. And I always download as a PDF for print CMYK when I am doing printing for sublimation. And then let's see here. Let me stop sharing. And I have one more. I do have one that I worked on. Let's see. Here we go. So for this one, I just pulled up Canva and I just made a little thing for the inside. So I just said, we hope you have an amazing holiday season. Love the Holdens. You can pick the fonts that you want to use for this. You can pick the color that you want to use. And then again, download it and print on a sublimation printer.
Awesome.
All right. So that one was easy. So I'm going to let you try to share with your Cricut.
First, I want to share off my bone folder.
Oh, yes.
It's the nerdiest thing ever. So this is my bone folder. It is not shaped like Angie's. It kind of has like this, it like fits in your hand perfectly because it has like this nice little like dip down here. This thing has got to be maybe as old as I am, because it came from my mom's office and she literally called it Mr. Happy Folder, and she had two of them. So she still has one and she gave me the other one. And so I'm always looking around my office. I'm like, where's Mr. Happy Folder? So that's what this is. So I need to be able to find something, or maybe work with Daniel to figure out how to manufacture this because it's like the best folding thing I've ever held. It's amazing.
And someone asked if they don't have Canva, you can definitely design these in Cricut. I literally went into this with like, if I did not have a Cricut machine and I didn't know anything about Cricut and I only had a sublimation printer, how would I make cards? So I intentionally was not using Cricut Design Space. Yes, you can definitely use Cricut Design Space to resize your designs and print them out. It will work absolutely fine. Someone is asking about CMYK is a Canva Pro thing. You can definitely use the RGB. I feel like the colors sometimes are off, not necessarily all the time. So yeah, you don't have to use the CMYK. I just prefer it. Personal preference.
Somebody asked where my mom bought the bone folder from. I literally don't know. I mean, I think it's older than I am, and I am 44. So it was a store 44 years ago. So it's been around and I love it. And then somebody said it looks like a knife. And yes, I probably could use it as a weapon because it does have like a very pointy end. It's Mr. Happy Folder, very happy. Oh my God, now do I have to see if I can share? This is a problem. Let me make sure I've got everything open here.
So I cut all the parts out where Cori had trouble sharing during Campfire Crafts, but it was several times. So if she has to restart her computer, I'll just keep going with the
If not,
sublimation.
I'm just gonna do it because you guys can kind of know how to use a Cricut. There's nothing fancy here. I was gonna say something about what you were saying. Oh, if you do want to print your sublimation designs in Cricut Design Space, Angie's using an SVG, which is not technically a PNG, which is what you would use for sublimation, but she's turned that SVG file into a PNG basically and printed it. So if you upload that SVG into Cricut Design Space, you have a lot more ability to change the colors because you can access each of those individual letters instead of using the like kind of overall color changing thing that Angie did. So if you want to, we have way more SVG files than we do sublimation files, and that is because you can sublimate SVG files, and they are more what's the word I'm looking for? Versatile, because you can go in and change the colors. And you can move little pieces apart, which with sublimation you can't. So everything is for sublimation. However, we do have them kind of divided up between things that are actually SVGs and things that are PNGs. Does that make sense, guys?
Oh. Yes, I am going to sublimate on this cardstock. I'm gonna say it several times. It's glitter cardstock. However, the brand that I have linked in the description below the video is the brand that I found that works. I experimented a bit with some other brands and had a huge failure over here. So I would definitely recommend the brand that I linked to.
So somebody said they purchased a bone folder at Goodwill, which great find. And it came with a plastic thingy with the lines on it. So that's the thing that I think you should be able to use to like basically score a project. You'll put your paper on top and then you'll score it through that line. So your project, so you're
and I literally just use mine by folding the card over and running the bone folder down it. But I do have there's several different things for paper crafters if you want to get an exact fold. I wasn't too worried about it for the card. I was just folding it in half. So yeah, I did not. So for the cardstock base, I based it on an envelope that I already had. So I made it to fit inside of my envelope. If you want to do that, just make it slightly smaller than your envelope width-wise, and then double the height to get a card that will fit inside an envelope you already have. Mine is 6.25 inches this way, and then I had to cut the paper 9 inches this way to fold it in half for a 4.5 inch card. But that was literally just so I could fit it inside of the envelope I already have.
We have a lot of really good questions before I try and get into Cricut Design Space. So first of all, somebody asked, we can sublimate so SGV. Guys, we can sublimate SVG files, and absolutely you can. I sublimate SVG files more often than I sublimate PNG files. I like them because you can change them in a lot of different programs, including Cricut Design Space. Somebody said, has it already been asked, what special cardstock do I need? So Angie has mentioned it a couple times, but thank you for joining us late. It is glitter cardstock, and she linked to the one that works and doesn't yellow. So basically the glitter itself is polyester. And so if you are familiar with the science behind sublimation, you do need a polyester or poly coating for the sublimation scientific process to work. And because that glitter is made of plastic, you're actually sublimating the glitter, not the cardstock, if that makes sense.
And we are both using the Artistry heat resistant mat. Both of us have our Artistry mats. Someone asked about the mat. So that's where the mat comes from. And you cannot sublimate on regular cardstock. You do need some type of polyester in order to sublimate onto cardstock, and the glitter is where that comes in.
Yeah, I think people have tried, you can sublimate on it, but it's very faded. So like I've seen people do like cute paper bags for, giveaways or whatever. You can get like
it won't be like the very bright results.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't tried Cricut glitter cardstock. I can see if I have any. If you want to go ahead and try to share.
We're going to try and share, guys. I've had so many issues with this when we were filming all of our videos for the 12 days.
You try to share, and then I could turn myself off and go back here and see if I have any.
Right. No, and I'm also like, you're going to see me get like really close to my screen so I can see what I'm trying to share. Oh my goodness gracious. All right. Share.
Yay.
Working? Okay. Hooray.
Woo! Okay. I'm going to hide myself in mute and go search for some Cricut glitter and see what I have.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay. So here in Cricut Design Space, I've already uploaded my image. This again is one of the images that is inside of, our big bundle. It says Cozy Winter Vibes. I thought it'd be fun. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to get Christmas cards out this year. And so last year I sent like winter cards in January. So this could be like a cute way to do that. So I went ahead and uploaded this. We're going to figure out what size we need it once we make the cardstock piece. So we're going to go over here to shapes. I'm going to just choose a nice little rectangle. And then I can close this. I cannot see your chat right now, guys. So if you have any questions, please, I will try and answer them when I get back on. Now we're going to change the size of this. Again, I'm going to actually kind of make it similar sized to what Angie has, which is 6.25. And then I'm going to click the little lock and I'm going to make it 9 inches high. So this is basically our card. When we fold it in half, it'll be the right size. Let's make it white so we can actually see what we're doing here. And then I'm going to go back to shapes and I'm going to add a line. Now this line is going to be my scoring line. So drag it back over here. We will rotate it. Oh, how do we rotate a line now? Cricut Design Space has changed. There it is. Okay. And we're going to basically make this the same width. I know it's not centered, but we're going to make it the width across. It already is set to score, which is good. Then I'm just going to take my my background and my line here, and I'm going to go to I'm going to go to align, and I'm just going to center it. And now if I zoom out here, you can see that that line is centered. I will click here, and then I think attach is now down here. Yeah, guys, they keep changing things. So got that attached. So now those two pieces are attached. Now I can go over here to my image and I can move it forward. So I'll arrange it, bring it to the front, and then figure out how big I want to make it. Let's make it maybe that big, just so we can kind of see the size we want to make it. All right, that's it. I'm going to go to make. Can you guys still see it if I go into this new screen? Oops, I don't want to save this. Let's see. Oh, this looks different than literally me using it yesterday. So I feel that is very much on brand for Cricut these days. We are cutting this on a mat, on a 12 by 12 mat. I'm going to confirm. And then I'm just going to come back to the chat really fast to make sure you guys can see what I'm doing here. So yeah, okay, you can.
I can still see it.
Perfect. So then we have our 3 other colors here. And again, I have 3 colors of iron-on vinyl here. I need to go down and reverse these 3 colors here. Actually, I'm going to go back. Hold on. Let's go. Nope, not there. Cancel this cut. Sorry, guys. I just realized I want, not that one. I want to connect some of these things. So let me get to this image here. So you can see here that I have like different pieces. I want these 2 pieces basically welded. So I'm going to combine those into weld. And then I also want to do this with Cozy and Winter. Oh, no, not that one. That one? Yeah. So I'm going to attach or weld those as well. Unite, whatever it's called now, guys. So now I just have 3 pieces. This makes more sense to me. Now let's see if that works. We're going to make it. Again, we're putting it on the mat. And I'm going to go here. Yeah, so now my pieces are like, they won't cut, you know, they'll cut together. I don't have words. I was telling my friend the other day that I'm like an orange cat that only has like 3 brain cells right now. And we're mirroring that. So we mirrored all of our layers. And then we're going back. Did I get that second one? I did. Okay. And we're going to go back to that first layer of cardstock. Click continue. Don't know why it says it's not available. It's literally sitting right next to me. Let's see if it will connect. There we go. Continue. All right, so for this first one, I'm just going to use medium cardstock. And again, I'm going to load that scoring wheel first, and it's going to score my project, and then it's going to cut it. I think I will pop back in here so Angie can work on her project while I'm cutting all my pieces. Oh, I can't hear you.
Sorry. Do you want to put your stuff on a mat first? Any tricks there?
Oh, I should need a mat.
Well,
Say that was a part of my project.
it needs a mat. Excuse me.
A mat is a useful thing when you have a Cricut. Does that count as getting out of my chair? I literally still stay like slightly connected to my chair.
And I feel like you're using regular cardstock with the HTV,
Yes.
right?
For the HTV, this is literally, well, this is just regular cardstock. This is Basil. It's my favorite cardstock. And then I have 3 unknown brands because that's what Angie and I like to do is not label anything. So I have 3 unknown brands of HTV for the HTV part. So for cutting with the cardstock, again, you're just putting it on the mat, making sure you have your scoring wheel in first because it's going to do that scoring first. If you have a scoring stylus, you'll just put that in that A clamp and it will score it. For the HTV pieces, I'm going to put them on the mat with the shiny side facing down. And that's why we need to reverse it, because then we'll flip it over and we'll attach it to our card.
Okay. So while you're cutting, I can probably go ahead and sublimate these, yeah?
Yep. I'll just mute myself.
Right. Perfect. Okay. So while she is cutting that, I am going to press some cardstock. So you saw me cut this white, and then someone asked, do you have any glitter Cricut cardstock? I do, but I don't have white, but I have this pink. We're going to try it. Someone else also asked, does it have to be white? So we're going to try this pink. I'm hoping that the colors I made this, the E might not stand out really well, but we can tell a lot by doing this. All right, so all I did was I printed my sublimation prints. You do want to mirror these so they look backwards right now, but they are going to be fine once we sublimate them. And then you just add it to your card here, and we're going to use a couple pieces of heat-resistant tape, literally just like 2 pieces is usually all I need. And we're going to do it like that. And I'm going to do that for the card I cut, as well as I cut this one that's like kind of going to go on top of a blue card. And then now we're going to experiment live, because experimenting live is always so fun. I'll get me to experiment live. And I will add this one to the pink card. I will say I feel like the Cricut cardstock is a heavier weight than that white that I was using. All right, so this, all right, now I have all of these ready to go, and I am going to add the card to my heat resistant mat. I'm going to cover it with protective paper. I feel like this is going to be very, very important with the paper. You don't want the heat source to directly touch the paper itself. And then I'm going to do 385 for 45 seconds and literally just kind of push down, not a big deal. All right, so if you're just joining us, we are giving away a ticket to our Campfire Crafts event. And every comment counts as an entry, so please comment along, chat amongst yourselves. It doesn't matter the comment. Tell us where you're tuning in from. Tell us if you're Team Sublimation or Team Cricut. That might be a fun one. And if you haven't already, you can check out Campfire Crafts at link.craftingcamps.com/holiday, or there's a QR code in the corner. There's a link in the description below the video. All right, so 385, 45 seconds. And then go ahead and lift that up. And I don't find the cardstock very hot, so I usually just go ahead and peel it. And how cute. All right, so this was the full card. The only thing I'll say is that the cardstock can get a little, what's the word, warped. So I take it and put it under my heat resistant mat to finish cooling off while I press the next one. And that way it sort of flattens it back out. All right, so next up is I'm going to continue with the white because I know that works. And this is the one, Team Both. I like it. All right, so this is the one I'm going to put on a pre-made card. And I'm going to do the same 385, 45 seconds. You don't have to choose. You can be both Team Cricut and Team Sublimation. It's fine. So this heat press is the MakerFlow heat press. So it's super small. You can do this with the Easy Press. You could do this with the regular heat press. Just be sure that the protective paper covers the cardstock completely. And 385 for 45 works for me for what I've been doing with it. So. All right. Oh, I'm getting a lot of like team things. Team Cricut, because that is what I have. That is valid, totally valid. And that's why we did both Cricut and Sublimation crafts with each of the 12 videos, because, you know, some people are Team Cricut, some people are Team Sublimation, and that is okay. All right, so I'm going to stick that one under the mat, and this guy is done. All right, so now our experiment. This is the Cricut cardstock and it's pink glitter. We're going to see what happens. I'm just going to try this and we'll peek at this one and see if it's sublimated. All right. So can you use the Cricut Easy Press Mini for sublimating cards? I would say maybe. It would probably be hard to use the Mini to like evenly heat everything. But I mean, cards aren't that big. So, you know, something that a smaller card, maybe. I think it would just depend. It may or may not work. And I mean, you could definitely try and maybe peek. So I'll do the peek test with this one and kind of show you. So if I was using an Easy Press Mini, I would probably go over it for a longer time at that third setting because, you know, it has 3 settings. And then I would peek. So I'm going to peek on this one and I'm not going to remove the tape. I'm going to peek in a place where I have it taped and it looks really good on that peek. And I'm going to peek again. It looks really good on that peek. And then you would want to peek like, did you get the middle? So if you're using the Easy Press Mini, I would peek around. That way you could lay the print back down and repress. And you guys, I'm going to like this pink Cricut cardstock better than the cardstock I recommended. I shouldn't. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. Look. Oh my gosh. It looks so good. Okay, so I'm going to put that under here to cool down.
Okay, mine's still cutting, but that looks so stinking good.
It's so good. So that came from y'all's recommendations and a live like trial and error thing.
That is awesome.
I'm going to leave those under there to cool off, and then we'll look at the results here in a minute. The pink did so good. Oh, gosh. Oh, so Cricut cardstock is a yes for sublimation, and colors are also a yes for sublimation, and they look so good.
So good. Okay, so mine is cutting just this last word.
Go ahead.
And I forgot I have to weed all these things. Man, sublimation can be easier, but if you don't sublimate the printer, let's Cricut it.
Go ahead. I'll make you bigger, and you can weed a little while. And
I just want to chat with you now. You're all done. Come hang out with me. I'm just weeding. So basically, I'm removing all of the material that you're not going to be
now
using.
I want to try like a pink insert one while you're doing that.
Good. Carefully weeding my project. I literally chose this material, and it was like barely big enough, and I'm like, whoa,
This could be cute.
Really lucky for me. Guys, now I have to take my glasses off and get really up close to it because I feel like they're... No, don't turn off. What are you doing? No, that's really good. What are we doing here? So that's my little embellishments. I'm not really sure what to call that. I've got cozy vibes here. Gosh. I just like making sure you guys can all see my double chin when I'm like, what's going on here?
Okay. So I'm going to cut another pink, and I may mute myself and print another.
Okay, sounds good.
Now, I think the pink is going to be cuter on the other one as well.
I love this. I love when stuff actually works on a live. It's like 9 times out of 10, you're like, ooh. Then it does, and then it goes right.
And I'll go ahead. I'll cut some smaller inserts for my like little inside thing as well. I completely got off track. I saw the pink, and I was like, oh my gosh, it looks so good. And I'm totally off track now.
I think I don't like have my sublimation printer, like I don't have any designs or anything, but I think I might have that white cardstock somewhere here. So I might have to give it a shot as well at some point.
Well, now you can use Cricut cardstock if you have that.
Do you think it's like too thick to fold the card, or did it feel like a good weight?
It is very thick to fold. I will say that. Yeah. So I was like, boy, this is thick, but I got the fold. I was able to get it, but it was thicker to fold.
All right. For those of you guys just joining us, we are giving away a seat to our event, which starts today. If you have a ticket, you can get in there and see me and Angie craft like this for all 12 days. It's like we gave you all of them at once, mostly for ease of stuff on our end. Sorry guys, this is really not the easiest thing to weed. So if you want to win a seat or get refunded if you've already purchased a seat, go ahead and leave us a comment. Let us know like what you're crafting. I will say that we tried very hard to give you a variety of files in this. I mean, granted, they're all kind of in our fun style for the most part, but We have tons of Christmas. We have tons of winter. We've got a lot of Hanukkah. And then I added Eid and Diwali, which I realize have already passed. But as far as I understand, and correct me if I'm wrong, those holidays shift in the calendar. So sometimes those could be holiday crafting as well. And we wanted basically everybody to be able to craft for the holidays. Oh, we have Kwanzaa in there as well. So there are some files, not nearly as many, because honestly, I don't want to like culturally appropriate things. But I did want to give you guys options on the types of holidays that you might celebrate. And then we have a lot of like Merry Christmas, Happy Everything, you know, like stuff that's, you know, winter stuff that's just wintry, not Christmas specific. Oh my gosh, whatever this is not fun to weed. Who knows? It's probably been in my little weeding drawer or my little scrap drawer for years. Who knows? Little scrap drawer, my giant scrap drawer. All right, anybody have any questions? Oh, I have to put my glasses on to be able to see questions. What's up with you guys? Glitter paint.
You guys do a video with all the Cricut updates. We actually chatted about that in maybe one of the videos for Campfire Crafts, because basically we need to learn all the updates before we can do a video on them, and there's been a lot of updates lately. So the answer is when we learn them.
It is a lot. Where did this even cut? Oh my God, why is this so hard? Guys, I must be getting older because I'm like, can I even see this? Okay. Oh my gosh, this is like really difficult to see. Oh, my phone is ringing. Oh, sorry. So people asking me to donate blood.
Okay, so someone said I couldn't cut freehand like you are. So I am only cutting freehand the sublimation print. And then the cardstock I've been cutting with my paper trimmer. But I can freehand the sublimation print, and then I'm going to sublimate it. And yeah, it'll be easy.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. We both, Angie and I, understand scissor issues. We both have them. So we try not to do too much where it's a lot of scissor work. You guys can hear my runny nose. We got back from Orlando, from our trip to Orlando, and I was immediately like, I don't feel good.
So someone said, can you get the glitter cardstock at like Michael's or Hobby Lobby? Since I determined that Cricut cardstock will work, yes. So Cricut glitter cardstock does work. So the answer is yes. I would say that other types of glitter cardstock, look for things that you can feel the glitter. And then it, like in my experiments, it may or may not turn yellow with the heat. That was the only problem I had, was that this guy right here, I was experimenting. You can see how yellow it is. This is the color of the cardstock, and that's how yellow it turned, and it's super brown on the sides. So it's sort of like you would waste a sheet trying to determine if it works or not. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't.
Why did I decide to do one that has like tiny little pieces?
All right, I got to get up and get my other file so I can try the pink for the inside.
Angie has to get up from her desk. It's always me getting up from the desk, but this time it's Angie.
It's me. I have to get up.
I'll check to see if there's any more comments while we're doing this. Everybody is good. Somebody said they are leaning toward Team Caesar, which is fine with us because we love the folks at Caesar. We got to hang out with them a little bit at Printing United last week, 2 weeks ago. Angie, I have lost all sense of fun in the last week.
And our Thursday, we're doing like a podcast episode with our wrap up of Printing United. So if you want to hear our thoughts on that, it will be a podcast episode to definitely tune into. All right.
Oh my gosh, this is going to take me just a few minutes because it literally has, I don't know if you guys can see this. This is like actually a weeded piece. It's I like chose one that had like these itsy bitsy pieces.
And I'm going to hope I printed this the right size. After I got really excited, I can cut a different piece of cardstock. That's what I will do. Because I got really excited and I
didn't think about it.
I was not thinking. All right.
What you get with a live, right? You get Cori hunched over her desk trying to.
All right. So someone asked questions about Campfire Crafts, and someone said, how long are the videos available for? So for these, what we do is we do at least 3 years is what we say. So basically it will be at least 3 years. And like, so if we dissolve crafting camps, it would be 3 years from that dissolve date, I guess. So it would be at least 3 years from when you purchase. All right, so I'm gonna hope I have another pink because it was really cute. I do. Okay.
What other colors are in that pack?
All right, so this pack had purple, a really bright yellow, green. Which other color should I try? Should I try another color? Let's like let everyone vote. All right, so should I try another color? I'm gonna lay them all out here. I could try the green since it's holiday. It's like a green.
Chat, like did not catch up for me. Like there's been a million things. Sorry if I've missed any questions.
Yeah, so sometimes you have to scroll. All right, so vote. I tried the pink already. And so would you like me to see, this is Cricut cardstock. Would you like me to see me sublimate a different color? So I have light green, yellow, blue, and purple. Green, people are saying green.
Like green
purple for a vote. Another vote for green. So yes, like vote away and I will scroll back. So
your dogs?
Yes, so the dogs are very excited.
The dogs are like, green, green, green.
I am so sorry. All right, so
colorblind.
yes, so the cardstock I'm sublimating on is just glitter cardstock. We're using the glitter to actually sublimate to because glitter is made from polyester, so it's a rough glitter feeling cardstock. This brand that I'm showing right here is Cricut, and we just experimented and it did work. Yay. And then I linked to a white that I have used on Amazon in the description below this video.
I think your dogs are trying to vote for which color they want, but they're colorblind.
Yeah, I keep muting myself because the dogs are voting green. Someone said the dogs. All right, we're going to go with green. The dogs voted green because that's my favorite comment of the day. All right, I'm going to cut this the right size this time. I got way too excited and missed my color. All right. And then we'll decide what we're going to make this the insert version where we use just a traditional card and put it on top of. So let's make it 6 1/8 by like 4 1/4. Yeah.
Oh my God. I think I might have gotten all of these little guys. Holy moly.
All right. Let's see if I made it the right size this time. Oh, someone said I can try. Oh boy. Someone said I can try all the colors. How long do you want to be live with Cori and Angie? That's the question.
Okay, so I can go back here and say that I did my, when I cut my cardstock, it did that nice little score line. So it should fold nicely right where I scored it. Again, if you have the scoring tool, it works really well. If you don't, like, don't worry about it. So I think I can finally start ironing. I am so hot. This is like a weird thing.
Here, I'll make you big again.
Hi guys, you can see me sweat. Okay, so I have, sorry you're not seeing my desk very well here. So we have our cardstock here. I have my 3 pieces. So I've got like little pieces I weeded on here. Don't want to get those on there. Come on. Guys, what is happening? This is the kind of chaos you get with crafting camps. Mostly it's like Angie's not chaos and I'm over here being chaos. I cannot get this little piece of weeded vinyl off of there. Okay. Oh, there's a second one. Oh my gosh. Okay. Holy moly. Okay. So this is the like piece that's sort of the embellishment. This right here says cozy vibes. I know it's hard to see. And then here I've got winter, which had some like seriously tiny little pieces. Winter, like tiny pieces to weed out. So to do this, I have just set my Cricut Easy Press Mini. I have it right here. I set it to the second little bar. I think I'm going to kind of put everything on here first to kind of get it lined up with where I want it. And then I'll peel back the layers and just do them one at a time. Let's see. I'm like shaking. Probably should eat something. I haven't eaten much today. Somebody want to be my mom and tell me to eat? Let's see. The Cricut glitter cardstock is regular. It's not a specialty sublimation glitter cardstock. It's just the regular Cricut. She also has linked, Angie has linked another type of Cricut cardstock that works really well in the description of both of our videos. So, cozy winter vibes. All right. What do we think? Does that look good? I think that looks pretty good. Looking centered to me. Yes. Thank you, Donna. I will eat. I will eat right after this. We had kind of a crazy week where I got sick and then our dog got sick. No, don't turn off. And so our dog had to go to Canada for surgery. We live really close to the border, and that's where the only tech was to fix him. So we've had a very stressful week of being sick, thinking our dog was going to die. Our dog is not going to die. But yeah, it's definitely been kind of one of those like weeks where it's like, what even is life? But thankfully, Angie is amazing, and she's just like, just show up, it'll be fine. And it is fine. All right, so I'm just using, oh, my Easy Press Mini is like stuck. Haha. I don't think my cord is long enough here. So we're going to move this closer to where I can do it. So you won't be able to see it, but I'm just basically going to give this just a few little things. We're iron on HTV on cardstock. So easy. It's one of my favorite little tricks that you can do. And then I should be able to just peel that right back off. So you can see there, it is so easy to use iron on cardstock. Again, it is going to warp it a little bit like it does with the glitter cardstock. But again, we can just put it underneath something. Then we're going to grab our winter piece. Thank you guys for all your wishes about my dog. He had a lung torsion, like his lung got twisted and they had to remove part of his lung. Like what? He's only 3 years old. It was like really traumatic, honestly. But we're getting there. He's going to be okay. He should come home tomorrow. So with this, I want to put a pressing cloth over it because this part here does not have a covering over it. So I'm going to grab that pressing cloth that I mentioned at the beginning of the video, which is literally just a piece of cotton. And I'm going to use this between my Easy Press plate and the iron on. We're just going to iron on that second layer. So yes, thank you guys telling me to eat. Go get my dog. All right, let's see. I honestly don't know what types of iron on any of these are, so we're going to see how they, yeah, that one didn't work very well. So sometimes if I can't get iron on to stick, no matter what the material is, I will use like a pressing cloth and I will just kind of press it into the material or the base material. And that helps a lot. Yeah, people are like, no, twisted stomach, right? Big dog, twisted stomach. That's the thing you can worry about. But yeah, torsion, lung torsion. Thankfully, dogs have apparently 5 lobes in their lungs. So he's just lost 1. He still has 4. Wow, that is not sticking there. Okay, let me try and just get that one in. I think everything else stuck. I think I just didn't get the end very well. So yay, thank you guys. I just really appreciate your support. It's been a horrible few days.
So some people say they never tried HTV on cardstock. And I was going to say, if you haven't, do it. It almost becomes like part of the cardstock because it's so thin.
Yeah, it's so thin.
It's so
really great like to do on like banners. So if you want like lettered banners across the room or something and you don't want to have to like paint them or put that much, like use a lot of glue for cardstock, you know, that kind of thing. This is not sticking because it's alive. There it goes. Oh no, it's just like really being a pain in my butt here. No idea how long I've had this. This is like, sometimes we'll talk about how HTV can go bad after a while. It has like an expiration date. And maybe this particular color hit its expiration date. Fingers crossed. I'm gonna let it cool.
Yeah, I was going to say sometimes cooling it.
That's my favorite way to make a quick banner, especially for like birthdays and stuff. I'll cut out the cardstock banner pieces, and then instead of layering more paper on top of it, I will just cut out the letters in HTV and use my, this is being a pain in my rear. Doesn't it know I've had a hard week? It doesn't know. Everything is much better now, so thank you guys for asking. We should be able to pick him up from Canada tomorrow. It just happened to be where the surgeon was. It's weird when you have to go to a whole other country to pick up your dog. If this doesn't work, we're just going to pretend it did. And you guys are going to be like, Cori, that's so great. You did such a good job.
We're going to give it a few more minutes and then pick a winner for the Campfire Crafts since we're getting to like 50 minutes. So comment, any comments count as an entry, and we'll pick someone to get a ticket to the Campfire Crafts.
It's like this letter T. Everything else is like, sure, we'll mostly stick. And the T is like, how about I don't? Because I'm... Okay, one more time. One more time. I probably overcooked this HTV. You have to come back here because nobody can just see me sit here and like scream about my HTV. I'm like,
someone asked about my paper cutter. So it is from EK Success. I like a paper cutter with a rotary blade instead of like a blade that drags. So this is the only type of paper cutter I will use. And you got it after. See, I just had to make you smaller so that it would work.
Good Lord. Now I have like more of these little like weeded pieces on top of my other piece. It has been, I'm telling you guys, but honestly,
both of the designs that we're using are in Campfire Crafts. So if you get your ticket, you get the 12 days of videos plus over 300 designs, including these two that we're using for the cards. So someone did ask that as well.
Okay. My dog's in Canada, and yet his dog hair is still everywhere. So weird to live on a border. I've never lived this close to like a country border before. And I'm always like, oh, we're just going to go to Canada like you do. So hello, anybody who lives in the Vancouver area. Thank you for the use of your veterinary hospital. All right. This is cute. Oh my God, there's more dog hair. What the heck? Gus. I'm not surprised. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing with this last layer. I'm going to use the pressing cloth here and hopefully everything will be fine. I'm going to kind of do the whole thing too, because those first two, well, the first one only got kind of a little half press and I want to make sure it really sticks. So I love this little Cricut Easy Press Mini, and I love the little Maker Flow heat press that you have as well.
We both use those a lot within Campfire Crafts, so there's like no expensive equipment required here.
No. I think I used my big heat press a couple times, but it was mostly because it's literally sitting right here. Not because
I used mine once because my shoulder was hurting and I couldn't press down enough for the easy shoulder. Yeah.
Dog glitter. Yes, much dog glitter. Oh my God, this one doesn't want to stick either. Please hold. I'm going to have
you small again so it'll stick.
Small. Just having a time, guys.
All right. Yes, I think, wasn't it a limited commercial license, 500 of each?
Yep, you can make 500 each design. So, and there's 300 designs. So you can make a lot of products with this. If you guys need a bigger license, you can just email us at help@craftingcamps.com and we'll figure it out. We don't offer a print on demand license though. It's all handmade goods.
Yep. All right. Could you use infusible ink on the glitter cardstock? Absolutely. That's just another form of sublimation. So if you like the look of the glitter cards, and I'm going to show you my other experiments here in a second. I'll make myself bigger. If you like the look of the glitter cards with the design, you could definitely cut infusible ink if you only had a Cricut and use glitter cardstock for that. Yes, absolutely. I can access the videos, but not the files. I'll check when I'm around a computer, but there was a lesson. There's an area that has the videos, and then under that, there's an area with files, and then under that, there's an area with bonuses. And I'm pretty sure I turned all of those on, like on
I can check it right now. I've got it open.
Okay. I think I turned them all on Saturday. So you definitely should be able to access them at this point. If you checked before Saturday, then it wouldn't have been there, but they should all be there now.
Looks like everything's published. So they are under a section called files. There's like like how the files work, licensing information, and then there's just a bunch of zips. And I think all the zips have, depending on how many, but there's like no more than 25 files in each zip. I broke it up so that you wouldn't be completely overwhelmed. We tried very hard to name them exactly what the file is. So it's going to be cc/what holiday it is, and then like what the actual file says.
And then someone said they weren't able to access the files, so it may have just been like that person.
Oh, the work. Praise the Lord. Goodness gracious.
Yay.
One more. I'm telling you guys.
I think Infeasible ink does have an expiration date, but mine's always worked.
Got some really old Infeasible ink in there because we were both on the launch.
And I always just pull it out and use it.
Okay.
So,
you made like 17 cards, and I'm over here and I'm like, I made a card. Can you show this? So here is the card. I think it turned out super cute, actually. I love this file. Yeah, so this is all HTV on top of cardstock. It works really, really well, unless it's really old HTV. Then you might have a few problems. But I got it to work. So I'm really, really excited with how that turned out. What do you guys think? Did you like it? Let me know. Sorry, guys.
I'm typing the winner because I don't know. It's Barbara is our winner, but I'm going to pull it up on the screen here. Well, comments are moving too fast for me to pull it up.
Yay.
Barbara is our winner for the Campfire Crafts class. If you want to email help@craftingcamps.com, let them know you were the winner during the live, and we'll either get you your pass or we will refund your money if you've already purchased. So yay. Okay, now everyone, are you ready for my results? Okay, so this was the white card that I made. And then I was like, I'll experiment with a pink card with the glitter cardstock from Cricut, and that worked. And then,
like, you can see that E really well too.
It looks so good. And then you all were like, let's experiment with green. So there's my green results. It still looks really good, right?
Yeah, I feel like it's really bold. I feel like on something like that gets a little bit darker, like that green, you may want to then choose to do like an all black design or something like that. But I mean, you could do some really cool stuff with that. So
for this one, I just cut, this is just a square piece of cardstock, and I was just going to use like some glue dots here and just attach it to like a regular card. So if you had just plain regular cards around, you can just add this to a regular card, and then you have your Christmas card with a glittery front. So if you like that look better, you can do that as well. And then I did go ahead and sublimate like a little insert. So if you don't want to write on the inside of your cards, you can make like little inserts with the glitter cardstock as well, and just add that to the inside.
That's cute.
Yay! Yes. The color glitter turned out so good, and it was a suggestion from you all, and it was an experiment. It worked well.
So I'm thinking about this project in my head, and now I kind of want to do it. Guys, let me know if you think I should do it. So what if you had like, because Creative Design Space would have something like this, which would be like a cutout poinsettia garland or something like that, like our holly garland or something like that. What if you use sublimation just to with the green glitter cardstock for the leaves, and then you just sublimated on like a darker green, like for the like little parts of the leaves, like so it would give it some like detail and depth. You could also do it a little bit for the poinsettia pieces or the holly berries. I have ideas.
Yes. So there's so many ideas. I love sublimating on cardstock. It's become my new obsession. And now that I know I can use Cricut glitter, I'm even more obsessed.
Yeah. Somebody asked if you're using just regular Maker Flow sublimation paper. You can use any sublimation paper for
any sublimation paper, sublimation ink, sublimation printer. It does not matter. It needs to be a glitter cardstock where you can feel that glitter. And like I said, I've had some yellowing with some. The Cricut worked, obviously, and then I linked this brand below. So whichever brand you like.
I love it. I actually thought I was having issues with Maker Flow sublimation paper because I sublimated many mugs in the past couple of weeks for some wholesale orders. And I was getting this like weird white, I don't know, it was very strange. And I hadn't changed, like my mugs were the same mugs I've always used. But I had changed up my paper, and I was like, this is really weird. Maker Flow usually has really high quality stuff. Well, I went to buy the mugs that I used before, and they were all out of stock. So I bought a different brand, and it started working just fine. So I think I got a bad batch of mugs with a bad sublimation coating on them. I was able to clean them up, but there's some where you can actually see the imprint of my paper in them. And I was like, oh, it was the mug. But it literally, I was on probably my 15th box of 30 mugs from this particular brand. And it was just like one box. I'm going to write them an email and be like, I don't like how this worked, but Maker Flow sublimation paper worked great on the other brands. So
Someone said YouTube did it again, coming at an hour and almost done.
this is hilarious. It's starting to become funny. Cori always gets up and we always
I got up this time.
We did. I kind of like leaned over, but I didn't get fully up.
So some of the no shed glitter cardstocks are glittery, but they kind of have a plasticky coating over the top of them. Like you can't feel the glitter. So those would not work as far as I know, because you need basically the polyester of the glitter to actually sublimate. Now, these were not bad. Like as far as like looking at my space here, and this is a black mat, these were not bad as far as shedding. But those generally, if they say no shed, they have like some type of like protection over the top.
Do we want to talk about some of the projects that we did inside Campfire Crafts?
Yes, I have some here.
You have some here. I do not have mine here. Again, chaos lately. But we
did. So day one was mugs, and I did sublimation, Cricut, and
I did invisible ink for that one.
Oh, invisible ink. That's right. What was day two?
I do actually have a whole pile of things over here. I'm going to get up.
Okay. Look, she did have to get up. It's fine. I'm going to pull up the thing so you can see the days. So that was day one. And then day two was ornaments.
What was day two?
Day two was ornaments.
Oh, yeah, I got that here. Hold on. I have more things here.
Yes, and Cori had to be small to get her HTV to work. She did.
So funny.
All right. Day one is mugs, and you get all these days all at once. They're all live now. So if you buy your ticket today, and we did not mention the tickets are $17 and it goes up at 11:59 p.m. tonight. So if you're like, I really want all these crafts and more of Angie and Cori just talking, then be sure to get it before the price goes up. So, and you get all, we're going to say days, but you get all these at once. So you can do them whenever you want. Day two was ornaments. I did 2 different sublimation ornaments, acrylic and ceramic, and Cori did the cutest.
So this is like an Amazon ornament blank with all these little bubbles on the top, and I'm obsessed. So then I did a little bit of paint in the back and then vinyl on the front, which I thought turned out super cute. And I may use these vinyl blanks in another video because I'm just so obsessed with them. I think they're just so much cuter than just a normal blank. All right, what was day 3?
Day 3 was our Santa cookie trays.
Yeah, got that.
And I had the Cricut one for this, and Cori had sublimation. My idea was to just grab a tray from around your house and use removable vinyl inside of here. So that was what I did for my Santa cookie tray.
And my cookie tray is Santa if he's feeling fancy. This is a cutting board, a sublimation cutting board. And it says Santa tired of milk and cookies, and he has something sweet, fancy cheese, and a fine wine. So if Santa needs something other than milk and cookies.
And then day 4 was a sign.
I got my sign.
And I had the sublimation version. This blank, I linked to it within Campfire Crafts. It's double-sided. So I did a sign that will last you through Christmas and through winter.
Yep.
Just flip it around.
And I did a Merry Everything Happy Always sign. This is HTV on this. This is actually like a wood backing. So it's not even canvas. It's like a wood. But I did HTV on that. Worked really well.
Day 5 was banners. And
mine
is thank you. Okay. But I did do, I'll just unfurl. I did do sublimation on cardstock with this one, and look how cute. It's so cute. So it's sublimation on cardstock, but a banner. Yeah,
and I just did 2 layers. It at one point said Holly Jolly. It does not anymore. It's just in a pile over here. It's got some more letters over here.
Day 6 was stockings, and I don't know if my stocking is here.
I have my stocking. For Guts, my puppy. So I already made these for my family last year. So I made Guts one this year. I wanted to do an all over sublimation design. So this goes like up below the cuff here. And I feel like it turned out so stinking cute. Angie's turned out really cute too. I wish you had yours.
I don't know what I did with it, but it was cute. It was
like,
HTV. It
we
was
just want to put like one sublimation design on here, but I was like, nope, we're going to put his name and we're going to like basically tile this plaid print, which is inside. So for a lot of the prints, I have like a pink and teal version, or we have a pink and teal version, and then like a red and green version. So depending on whether or not you like bright and happy Christmas or traditional Christmas, you'll find one that you like.
And then day 7 was socks, and I had sublimation socks, and these things snap. They're so cute.
I feel like putting snap on an ankle though. Now that I'm thinking about it, don't snap your ankles while wearing them.
So cute though.
I have, if you can read this, bring me a candy cane on the bottom of these socks. This is HTV. These are not going to last forever, but they are a cute little kind of gag gift.
And then day 8 was our aprons. I do have my apron. It is also
mine's very wrinkled.
But mine was a sublimation apron. It says Cookie Baking Crew.
And mine was I used HTV. I used some glitter on there to make a baking queen. Oh, we talked about, was it in the video that we talked about, in something recently, we talked about me becoming a sourdough person.
I feel like that was in that video.
So anyway, I'm working on sourdough. I have a starter. Her name is Holden.
Day 9 is earrings.
I only can see one of my earrings here, which is weird.
It's fine. You only need one earring. So I'll just show that. It's fine. But I did faux leather on the Cricut and cut out this cute design also part. So all the designs are also within Campfire Crafts. You get every single design we're showing as well.
Yep. These are the earrings that I made. We have these cute little happy faces with a bunch of different patterns. And I found these round earring blanks. They're actually cardstock. They're cardstocks. But I thought that was a really cute way to use the round earring blank.
And then day 10 was gift tags. And I did Cricut print and cut. And I actually put this on a box so I could take a picture of it. But it was just like a print and cut. And I have a whole sheet of them as well.
And I ended up doing sort of an ornament blank, but using it as a gift tag. And then you can write on the other side with a Sharpie and just erase, or not Sharpie, a dry erase marker, and reuse them every year, because I feel like we're making a lot of waste in the holidays. And I'm like, anything I can do to like not quite as much waste.
Day 11, favorite thing.
We made snow globe tumblers. And when I tell you that there's still glitter all over my studio because of these.
It's so amazing. I mean, they're so good. So mine was Cricut. It was vinyl. Hers was sublimation. Does not matter how you make them. Make yourself some snow globe tumblers this holiday season. I mean, it's so good. So good.
So good.
All right. And then the last day was shirts. And I'm also very excited. Oh yeah, you don't have your shirt. I didn't have my stocking. You didn't have your shirt, but look at my shirt. This is sublimation, but like on a 65% polyester shirt, so it gets a little vintage look. And yes, you get that design within Campfire Crafts. It's adorable. It needs to be on a vintage shirt like this for the holidays.
For the holidays. I saw some Dolly Parton, so have a holly dolly Christmas. Yeah, so there are more than 300. I think I counted at the end. I think there were 300 and I think we're close to 330 designs actually. And again, there's a lot of Christmas. There is a lot of winter. There is quite a bit of Hanukkah. There's a small amount of Kwanzaa, Diwali, and Eid, because Kwanzaa is a Christmassy or like a winter season holiday. Right now, Diwali and Eid are earlier in the year, I think, but they shift on the calendar. So at some point they will be crafting for the holidays. So yeah, it's really, really fun.
So head to link.craftingcamps.com/holiday. The link is running across the bottom. It's in the QR code. It's in the description below the video. You can check out all the crafts, the files, blah, 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 and then decide if it's worth it for you or not. Remember, it goes up at 11:59 p.m. tonight. So that price does go up. So get it now. Don't email us later and say, I really wanted it.
We don't like emails like that. Please don't do that to us. We'll make them say no to you, because there's a reason we don't do our own emails.
Amy used to live in Thompson Station, and you would have been almost my neighbor at that point, Amy. So, no. All right. So the designs are all within Campfire Crafts, and you can head to the link, learn more about it. And so we're giving you 300 designs for that $17, plus all the videos on using them for all the crafts we showed.
And if you like this idea, please let us know. If you have enjoyed this, please let us know as far as this type of product goes, because this is the first Campfire Crafts we have done where it's just me and Angie doing kind of a crafty thing. We were thinking of maybe doing, we could do spring and Easter. Definitely want to do Halloween. But if it's like, something that you guys are like, yes, this is, lower price thing, I don't have to pay a bunch for camp, just let us know, because we're trying to figure out what we can do for you guys that will get you guys crafting more. That's really our whole goal, right? Our whole goal is to just craft with you, make sure that you are not letting your machines collect dust, and to inspire you. So yeah, thank you so much for joining us, everybody. This was a really fun day.
Yes,
thank you for dealing with me and my weird craziness today. I just appreciate it.
We made some amazing cards today at the end, like some cute, super cute cards.
Thank you.
So hopefully you learned something, and please join us on November 14th regardless. So it is a wrap-up event for Campfire Crafts, but regardless, join us. What are we making?
We're making ribbon.
So we're going to make ribbon. And again, we're going to do it just like this. One person does the Cricut project. One person does the Sublimation project. So if you want to make ribbon for the holidays, join us on November 14th as well.
I'm so glad you guys all joined us today. Thank you for all the love and support. Angie and I just love these things because we just feel so loved and supported by our community here. And yeah, we are so excited to kick this off. If you guys have any questions, please email us at help@craftingcamps.com. And yeah, we'll see you on the 14th for our next wrap-up video.
All right. Thanks. Bye.